So let's talk about preview. Preview, it means introduction of something. And in this workbook, we are going to look at alphabet and numbers. For this part of the preview lesson, it is important to take some time going over this with your students one by one. Practice with your students going over the pronunciation of each number. For example, 1, 2, 3. It will take time for students to be able to say all of these numbers correctly. So you can break this up into different parts. For example, maybe week 1, you focus on 1 through 10, week 2, 11 through 20, etc. Also, we're going to look at the days of the week and its abbreviations. This is also very important when we are writing the date. And then we're going to look at the months of the year. Remember, there are 12 months in a year. Now, when we get to calendar, you can spend some time going over the month, the year, the days of the week, and how to read the numbers you see here. But take your time with this, because for a lot of students, when they're first learning, you have to take a slower pace, so don't rush. Take your time pronouncing the words Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, and going over the abbreviations. Now let's look at dates. February 2025. So for this exercise, you want to spend some time practicing how to say the date. For example, what is today's date? Today is Friday, February 7th. When we are saying the date, it is the day, month, and number of that day. We also include the year. For example, today is Friday, February 7th, 2025. And there are different ways of writing this. In some countries, the date may look different. For example, you would write the date first, then the month and year. Some years are called a leap year because there's an extra day in a month. Now let's look at ordinals. Ordinals are numbers that are in a series of numbers. For example, first, second, third, fourth, and then it continues. Make sure that you let your students know that 1, 2, 3 will be different from 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. 0 is the only number that is not an ordinal. Welcome to Dara Says, English Tips for Daily Use. Always try your best.